Previously on Hardcore Hotline.
It is now time. We hear from our ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And would you look at that?
Welcome to the era of Seth effing Rollins. Now it'll be forever known as Seth fucking Rollins' house.
It's the blackout, Rory got the back out, showing my black ass, engine in the glass house, started in the crack house, Obama went the back route, killed Bin Laden, number 4 up in the black house, still got the max out, pull a mask down like a mascot, still cheat with bitches, I would money her with ass shots, good had room for one more, I took the last spot, Rhea gang beat a nigga did it, the jackpot, whole nother level, then you had fame, that's a whole nother devil, the J drug dealer, that's a whole nother bezel, carbon auto mall, that's a whole nother metal, but still keep it ghetto. Behind the scenes, pull strings like your pedal. The gun goes steam, whistle like a tea kettle. Running like the rebels, you an LV sports shoe on a pedal. Let you niggas settle. Yeah. Trouble on my mind. I got trouble on my mind. Trouble on my mind. So much trouble on my mind.
I must have lost my mind somewhere along the way. That's the only thing that would make sense out of everything you said. This is Seth fucking Rollins' house. Whose house? Swerve's house. You must have forgotten what I've done in that arena, Seth. You must have forgotten how much blood I've spilled in that arena, Seth. I'm gonna make you remember whose house it is, though. That isn't the reason I cut you off last week, as easy as it sounds. I cut you off because you have what I want. You have the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. With that championship comes responsibility, a responsibility that I know you're not ready for. You've been spoon-fed every opportunity for the last decade, while I've had to earn every single thing I've gotten. You think you're a leader. That's why you marched down to the ring the first chance you got. You tried to rah-rah the crowd. You tried to rah-rah the boys in the back, and a lot of these dudes ate it up. I'm not hungry for bullshit, Seth. Sorry, not sorry. I know the type of dude you are. You're fake. The style you got is fake. The charisma you have is manufactured. You're not the realest. Swerve is. I always get what I want, Seth. So we got two options now. Either you give me a shot at that championship and you prove all that bullshit you was talking was real, or you don't give me the shot, and trust me, you won't like what I'll do if you don't give me the shot, Seth. You won't like the lengths I'm willing to go to get that championship. So what's it gonna be, champ? You got a week to decide, and I'll be waiting for you next week. In whose house? Swerve's house.
Hello everyone and welcome to ECW Hardcore Hotline. I am your narrator of Violence, Phoenix Nitro, here to be your tour guide into the land of extreme. And kicking things off on this episode of ECW Hardcore Hotline, we have the ECW World Television Championship Tournament opening round as Carmelo Hayes is making his way down to the ring. And this one is about to be interesting because these two men know each other inside and out. One of my favorite things about ECW Hardcore Hotline is you have different people facing off with one another from various points in their career. We saw it in the very first episode when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were the starting two men in that Gauntlet Eliminator. And now we see it here with Carmelo Hayes going one-on-one with independent wrestling rival Daniel Garcia. Of course, both men came up together in the northeast side of professional wrestling in the U.S. Carmelo Hayes, a wonderful young competitor in pro wrestling, but so is this man, Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia, one of the best young technical wrestlers in the world. And he looks to bring that technical wrestling here to ECW Hardcore Hotline. When we've seen names like Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero wrestle in an ECW ring in this very building, you gotta think Daniel Garcia carries that technical wrestling legacy, if you will. This one is, of course, about the ECW World Television Championship, who will advance on in the tournament, but this one is also personal. This one is also about showing who has made it the furthest in their career thus far. We have Carmelo Hayes, Daniel Garcia, and here we go. Bella's wrong. Garcia charging in, but Hayes had him scouted with a nice DDT there. Of course, both men going neck and neck in their careers until they ventured off, going two different paths. Carmelo Hayes taking over as a singles superstar. Meanwhile, it took Daniel Garcia quite a long time to find himself as a single star, but just recently, he has really started to showcase that singles ability yet again, becoming one of the most popular wrestlers of his age group of today. Oh, what a knee there by Garcia. Red Death charging these knees in hard to Carmelo Hayes, following it up with a knee to the face. Carmelo Hayes, though, saying that he is him, and he's looking to show exactly why against Daniel Garcia. I mentioned it before, but these two men coming up together in that Northeast wrestling scene on the independents have faced each other countless times. Oh, Garcia going for the quick cover here. One. No, just a count of one. Carmelo Hayes able to get the shoulder up. I think Danny knew he wasn't going to get the 3 count there, but it's all about the psychological warfare there. Already starting to get Carmelo Hayes thinking, starting to get him on his toes a little bit. Carmelo Hayes now getting to the outside of the ring before getting inside of the ring. We know Carmelo is an arrogant, confident son of a you-know-what. Garcia going to the outside, though, chasing after Carmelo with a big right, a big left. Going behind, German suplex onto the guardrail. And as I said, this is personal. These two men came up together, but now it's about who has made the most of where they went in their careers. And Garcia with a German suplex on the steel guardrail, showing that it's no love lost here between these two men. Garcia with a clubbing lariat there. And now Garcia turning his back to Carmelo Hayes, but Hayes going to show exactly why you don't do that. Going for the cover does Hayes. 1, 2. No, Garcia able to get the shoulder up, only a count of 2. Big strike there from Garcia. Garcia turning Carmelo around, but it's Carmelo with the counter now. And he's got Garcia taking him into the corner. Oh, what a strike there from Carmelo Hayes. Both men here in that next generation of ECW stars. Both men in that next generation of what Extreme is all about. And what a way to kick off Hardcore Hotline than with two of our youngest stars here on the roster. Garcia now whipping Carmelo off, waiting for him to come in. Backdrop connects. Going for the quick cover does Garcia. 1, only a count of 1 as Carmelo Hayes able to kick out there. Big strike from Garcia, and he's going after the leg, turning him around, has the ankle lock applied. Is Carmelo going to have to tap out? No, turning around, throwing a kick to the jaw there does Carmelo, and Carmelo now with a crossface applied. Garcia, though, escaping. 2 submissions back-to-back from both men. Red Death now got him turned around. Big German suplex in the ring. This time Carmelo quick to use those ropes to pull him up to a standing basis as that chop echoing in the ECW arena here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Carmelo now taking Garcia down in the middle of the ring, going for the cover here. No, Garcia quick to get that shoulder up. Of course, referee trying to get to the perfect position, trying to make sure that their shoulders are down. We don't want any controversy here in this ECW World Television Championship opening round matchup. As Garcia getting caught in a Fujiwara there by Carmelo Hayes. Hayes now springboard, crossbody, landing right on the small of the back, but it's Garcia fighting back. Oh, the arrogance of Garcia now starting to show. Both men tit for tat, back to back, they can go. Oh, clothesline followed by another. Went for a boot, counters. Leg sweep there by Carmelo Hayes, and Hayes is feeling himself, going for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. As I was saying, both men can go back-to-back in terms of hold, but they can go back-to-back in terms of arrogance, in terms of attitude as well. Garcia, big-time exploder there. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No, Carmelo Hayes able to get the shoulder up so close to the ropes, but he is done in, and that's why he couldn't reach for the ropes there. Nice counter by Carmelo Hayes. Hayes gonna whip Garcia off. Drop down, get your eagle on. Leapfrog. Drops under. Drives Garcia down, and Garcia now rolling to the ropes. Carmelo Hayes starting to get to that zone. Big clothesline. Sends him to the floor. And Carmelo Hayes now taking him into full mount, throwing these left hands. Going for a kick to the back, and it connects, does Carmelo. You gotta wonder, man, when these two know each other like the back of their hands, showing off here with these counters, you gotta wonder what they will do to win this matchup. How far will they go to their former rival? Carmelo, oh my God, with an elbow drop to the ankle there of Daniel Garcia. Lifting Garcia up now, whipping him off, coming in hot, drop down, get your eagle on. Leapfrog, looking for it again. No, Garcia with the counter there. He's gonna grab Carmelo up nice and quick, throwing Carmelo into the corner. Back, elbow there, more of a front forearm, excuse me. These two men know each other like I've been saying. Crossface applied. Will Carmelo get Garcia to tap? No, Garcia able to roll through the pain. Kick to the gut there by Garcia. And Garcia with an atomic drop, maybe. No, Carmelo counters, has him rolled up. 1, 2. No, Garcia kicking out at 2. But you see there, Garcia not getting back to his feet right away. A lot have been taken out of these two men. A lot has been taken out. Carmelo throwing Garcia down, springboard, moonsault, connects. And Carmelo now lifting Garcia back to his feet. Double knee face breaker. That could be it. That could be it. Melo don't miss, and he's showing it there. Oh my God, gonna whip Garcia to the corner here. Oh no. Oh no, driving Garcia down, looking for it here. Going to the top, does Carmelo. Oh, he's looking for it. He's all the way up. Big time leg drop. That's it. That's gotta be it. 1, 2. No! Daniel Garcia fights through the pain. Red Death remains in this one. And Carmelo drives Garcia down. Gonna go after the back and kicking him right in the small of the back now. Lifting Garcia up. Taking him to the corner, driving him into the buckle. Big right hand from Carmelo Hayes. And yet again, a body slam. Could Carmelo be looking for it again? No, Garcia on instinct alone rolls to the outside of the ring. Carmelo Hayes has some separation caused between them, but charging over now. Going over the steps and just going right after Daniel Garcia with a nice snapmare kick to the chest. We knew it when this match was announced that these two young athletes were going to give it everything they had with that ECW World Television Championship on the line, and that is exactly what they are doing here. Carmelo now with a springboard splash, connecting. Beautiful splash as well as Carmelo lifts him up now. Gonna take Carmelo Hayes, taking Garcia to the corner. Big overhand right. Carmelo Hayes has busted Garcia open, it looks like, right above the eyebrow there. Red Death now circling around Carmelo, sizing him up, has him hooked. Big big overhand chop, dropping Carmelo down. Has the legs. Oh, he's looking for it. Red Death gonna sink it in. Gonna lock in the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter applied. Is Carmelo gonna have to tap? Yes, he does. Carmelo Hayes has tapped out. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Death, Daniel Garcia advancing in the ECW World Television Championship tournament. Take nothing away from Carmelo Hayes. He gave it his all. But tonight, Daniel Garcia was the better man of the two.
That thing rolling? Good. Let me speak real quick and I'll be out of here. Everyone can say that they were influenced by ECW in this business. It's kind of redundant to even say that anymore, right? We've all been influenced by ECW our entire careers. Everyone's got the same story from my generation. We loved it. We loved watching the violence, the technical wrestling, the lucha libre, the Japanese talent that would come through. We loved it all. And then one day, there wasn't an ECW to love anymore. We all had to experience the same heartbreak, the people from my generation. I always thought about what it would be like to stand in front of these three letters and speak. Guys like Cactus Jack, Steve Austin, and New Jack always made it look so damn good. I wanted to wrestle Terry Funk, God rest his soul, one day in ECW when I was watching it back in '96. I wanted to beat Rob Van Dam's ass in '97 respectfully for the ECW World Television Championship. It ain't '97 anymore though. It's 2024, and I'm making my ECW debut next week in the ECW World Television Championship tournament. Paulie's got me facing a kid who wasn't even born when ECW folded in 2001. I'm facing a kid who will never understand the pain that every wrestler from my generation felt when ECW went under. I'm not gonna stand here and shit on the kid though. Nick Wayne, for every bit of youth that you have, you are talented beyond belief. But next week, for as good as you are, realize that you are a child stepping into the ring with a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man who has no problem knocking your teeth down your throat. You might be the youngest guy on the entire roster, but all that means to me is that I get to use you as an example. Everyone in this company is gonna see how badly I beat your ass, and they're gonna understand why I'm the Mad King, why I'm the last of a dying breed, why I'm Eddie Kingston, your next ECW World Television Champion.
This ain't what you want.
Well, there you have it. Eddie Kingston, the Mad King, will be battling Nick Wayne next week in the last two opening round matches in that ECW World Television Championship tournament. But right now, it is time for your Philly street fight as DIY battles the FBI in a rematch from last week, where DIY got the count-out victory over FBI. Now, I tried to talk to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa a little bit before the show tonight. I didn't get an answer for either one of them about why they won via countout, but at the end of the day, I have to at least assume it's because they're trying to gain momentum by any means necessary in a stride to go towards that ECW World Tag Team Championship. But tonight, no countouts, no disqualifications. It is a street fight that can go anywhere in Philadelphia. And they're going up against the FBI here tonight. And you gotta think that the Don, Tony D'Angelo, and Channing Stacks Lorenzo are more than pissed off with how last week's match ended, how last week's debut for them started in ECW. That's not how the FBI wants to go into this new era of ECW. And whenever you're living up to a lineage of great names such as Little Guido, Big Guido, Tracy Smothers, just to name a few, you know you're going to bring even harder of a fight this time in a street fight scenario. I have no idea who I should put my money on in this one. It feels like it could go any way. And remember, street fight rules mean there are no tags to be had in this one. Who is going to walk out the winner in the Philly street fight? Let's find out. Here we go. Johnny Gargano lighting up Channing Stacks Lorenzo with a big combination there. Meanwhile, Tony D'Angelo going after Tommaso Ciampa. I'm very curious how the teamwork is going to be in this one as Tony D'Angelo gets German suplex right into that corner. My goodness. I'm very curious to see how these two teams are going to be in this street fight. I'm curious to see how it's going to go, how we're going to see the conquering and dividing, which team's going to do what. Of course, DIY has teamed up for a longer period of time than Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, but you got to think about it, man. Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo have been teaming a lot more recently, if you will, at least in terms of longevity. Johnny Gargano the first to grab a weapon, and he grabs a steel chair. Oh, and Tommaso Ciampa just stepping on Tony D. Gargano with a chair across the face of Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Tommaso Ciampa now with the guitar. Oh my God, I don't think he's gonna play a little tune with that thing either. Oh my God, he just chucked it at Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Johnny Gargano now going after Tony D'Angelo, but Tony D'Angelo stays on his feet. We knew it was going to break down fast in this one, and that's exactly what's happening as Ciampa throws Stacks Lorenzo back into the ring. And Ciampa now going after him. Meanwhile, on the outside of the ring, you see Johnny Gargano working over the leg of Tony D'Angelo. Meanwhile, now Tommaso Ciampa going after the eyes. Oh, but it's Stacks Lorenzo back on his feet, going right back after Tommaso Ciampa. And Tony D'Angelo now whipping Johnny Gargano into the ring. But it's Channing Stacks Lorenzo who hits Gargano from behind. And now we're seeing a ladder being introduced into this street fight. This ain't a ladder match, but you can be damn sure to incapacitate your opponent with that one. And Tony D'Angelo hits Gargano. He hits Ciampa with the ladder. We're getting so many weapons, and a trash can is being entered into the ensemble. Meanwhile, Gargano going for another, and we've got a table. Oh my God. This one is going to be extreme. Look at that. Look at the ladder, or excuse me, the table bridge. Meanwhile, cover one. Only a count of one. Oh, and a drop kick there by Johnny Gargano. That table is set up on a bridge-like system. Channing Stacks Lorenzo got caught for his troubles. Looked like he was going to attack Gargano and Ciampa. Oh, backbreaker there. D'Angelo whipping Gargano into the corner. They have really conquered and divided. Oh, I thought Tony D was about to set sails here in the ECW arena. He's got a kendo stick and is lighting them up with it. Gargano whipping Channing Stacks Lorenzo off now. Leapfrog. Oh, big body slam there. Going for the cover. Does Johnny Gargano as Ciampa throws Tony D into that table. Two. No, just the count of one, excuse me. That table is perfectly leaning on the guardrail and the steel step. Oh my God, not anymore. Channing Stacks Lorenzo running in like a bull in a china shop. Gargano charging in. So much plunder separating the action here. Channing Stacks Lorenzo with a snapmare, followed up with a big fish drop. Oh, Tony D'Angelo saying forget about it. Gargano now grabbing Channing Stacks Lorenzo, throwing him into the steps. Maybe if the Don wasn't too busy doing a little bit of forget about it. He may have been able to protect Stacks there. But you know the Dons, man. Dons, the families are always a little bit more grandiose than the other members that rank. Big back elbows there from Johnny Gargano to the ribs, to the abdomen of Stacks Lorenzo, throwing him into the steel steps. And Ciampa working over the legs, letting out a big-time yell there. Gargano with an STO, flatliner, Ciampa laying out Tony D. So much action in this one, man. Look at this, Gargano now grabbing Channing Stacks Lorenzo, but Lorenzo battling back. Meanwhile, Ciampa has Tony D in the ring. And Ciampa looking for a little bit of plunder, but Gargano sliding in from behind. Tony D'Angelo was able to turn around and catch him, but Ciampa's right there. Pin getting broken up with Ciampa being right there, dropping him onto the knee as Ciampa turning around. Oh my goodness! Channing Stacks Lorenzo off the middle rope with that forearm. Oh, big time shot there from Lorenzo. Tony D'Angelo and Lorenzo have Ciampa all by himself now, going for the cover. Does Lorenzo? 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Tony D'Angelo now going over to Ciampa, pulls him in, has him hooked. Oh, he's trying to tap him out, but the quickness of Gargano there, allowing for him to help break up the submission attempt as D'Angelo gets spiked. Oh my God, in that running knee right after. Gargano now grabbing Stacks by the hair. Which team is going to gain the momentum? Kick to the gut. Ciampa driving D'Angelo down. That could be it. That's got to be it. Gargano turning him around. Gargano escape on the Don. The Don is locked in. He's locked in deep. Stacks was able to make the save though. And Stacks now going after Gargano. Whips him off. Drives him down onto the knee. Kick to the gut from Stacks. Stacks backing up. Knee drives him down into the mat. He has him covered. 1, 2. No, Ciampa able to get the shoulder up. Gargano charging in. Oh my God, we almost seen the FBI pick up the win there. Big forearm from Tony D. Springboard misses. 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, DIY have vanquished FBI definitively. And you gotta think it's when Channing Stacks Lorenzo was looking for that springboard. Tommaso Ciampa had just rose to his feet, was able to play protector, pushing him off. Congratulations are in order for DIY.
Hey there, it's ECW Hardcore legend and King of the Deathmatch winner Mick Foley here. While I wish I was there, right there, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I do come to you with huge ECW news. Some of my fondest memories in my career was teaming with Mikey Whipwreck in the ECW arena as your ECW World Tag Team Champions. The ECW World Tag Team Championship is the only ECW championship I ever managed to hold, and those titles are near and dear to the old Micker. With that said, it's my privilege to announce that when ECW returns to pay-per-view next month in April at Barely Legal, the ECW World Tag Team Championships will be on the line in a huge way to determine the first champions of the new era. High above the arena will hang the ECW World Tag Team Championships, as not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tag teams will be competing in a 4-way ladder match to become the new champions. Tonight, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa have punched their ticket to Barely Legal with another big win over the full-blooded Italians. Over the next few weeks, we will see other teams gaining entry to the 4-way ladder match as well. I can't wait to see whom all makes it to Barely Legal, and I can't wait to see who carries on the legacy of those tag team championships. So with that said, bang bang.
Yeah, purchased a cold, and I ain't even high yet. Smoked about 100 blunts, and I ain't even high yet. Wrote my verse unfortunately, watch you bite or die, yeah. I think ill as brain head, no I can deny this. Lungs full of I'm bloody red, nigga, cold fangs on. Pocket full of dead niggas.
What an announcement from the hardcore icon, the king of the deathmatch, Mick Foley. We have now learned that the ECW World Tag Team Championships will be crowned in a 4-team ladder match. Not only that, we now know the next time we return to you on pay-per-view, it'll be in April for Barely Legal. But enough about Barely Legal tonight. It is about this woman right here, Candice LeRae, who is forced to compete here tonight on Hardcore Hotline. Last week, it was set to be Candice LeRae versus Becky Lynch, but Candice LeRae let us know exactly what was on her mind as she came out after Becky Lynch and did not compete, instead running Becky Lynch down, telling her every single thing she thought about the last kicker. And then it was Tegan Knox who replaced Candice LeRae in that match. Tegan Knox apparently following the way, whatever that means. However, Candice LeRae out here alone tonight, looking to show exactly why she thinks she's one of the best wrestlers in the world. But this woman right here has a lot to say about that. Bianca Belair was the other woman that was tapped out by Candice LeRae in that Gauntlet Eliminator matchup. Bianca Belair, one of the top stars in professional wrestling today, and Bianca Belair looks to restart her momentum here in ECW with a win over Candice LeRae. But can the EST of ECW get it done here tonight? That is the question. Bianca Belair is actually seemingly a product of everything that Candice LeRae dislikes about professional wrestling this day and age. Bianca Belair is a direct product of that women's evolution, air quotes, says Candice LeRae. And here we go. Candice LeRae charging in with a big Hurricane Rana there to Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has to try to get back on her winning ways. Her debut in ECW, she tapped out to this woman, Candice LeRae. If Bianca Belair wants to try to change her momentum, she's got to get her win back here tonight. Meanwhile, Candice LeRae looks to get her first win here in ECW. Wait a minute, springboard, inverted Rana! Bianca is down with that one. Nice counter though by Bianca, able to sweep the leg out of the way before kicking Candice right in the back of the leg. Counter there by Candice, charging in, nice hip attack. Charging back in though is Candice with a boot to the chest right after. My God. These two women want this win oh so bad. Candice to prove she is everything that she says she is. Bianca to get back into winning ways, back into the right side of momentum as you see a big leg trap DDT followed by a double stomp. Going for the cover does Candice. 1, 2, no, Bianca Belair able to kick out. Candice LeRae has been non-stop this entire match. Go, go, go. 90 miles per hour. Nice counter there by Bianca. Bianca now going to whip Candice into the ropes, sending her to the apron. Bianca has her hook, drops her down across the top rope. My goodness. And Bianca now sizing her up. Oh no, Candice quickly getting back into the ring there. Bianca whipping her off, counter by Candice, into the ropes, drop down, get your eagle on. Big single leg drop kick by Candice LeRae. Gonna drag Bianca now to the middle of the ring. What could Candice be looking for here? Oh, gonna take too much time, and it's a single leg takedown from Bianca Belair. Belair now gonna lift her up and drive her down into the mat. A kick to the face right after, as a matter of fact. And a big knee to follow suit, but Candice pops up to her feet right away, whipping Candice off. Bianca takes her for a ride, driving her down as well. A kick to the gut follows suit. Has her hook, pump handle, drives her down onto the knee from the pump handle position. And the strength of Bianca Belair on display. A deadlift slam, my goodness. Bianca Belair showing out right now against Candice LeRae. Bianca now sizing Candice up. What could Bianca be looking for here? Big time standing shooting star press. 1. Only a count of 1 as Candice is able to kick out. Oh my goodness. But now Bianca Belair calling for Candice to get to her feet, looking for it. KOD connects. That is it. 1, 2, no! Candice LeRae able to kick out of the KOD. Bianca Belair going all the way up. Nothing can stop her. She's all the way up. Calling for Candice to get to her feet. Big time double axe handle. And now Bianca Belair lifting Candice to her feet. A little in disbelief that Candice was able to kick out of the KOD. Counter by Candice. Single leg drop kick. Bianca stays on her feet. Candice going to follow it up though. Whips her off. Counter by Bianca. These two have been neck and neck this entire match. Oh my God. An octopus stretch. But no, Bianca quickly getting out of it. And Candice now rolling to the outside. Very smart there. Oh my God. Bianca? Bianca, what are you doing? What are you calling for? No way! Tope! Ring, ring! Hello! Oh my God! And now a deadlift! Oklahoma Slam! Bianca Belair out for redemption. The same redemption Becky Lynch couldn't get last week. Oh my God, Candice just throwing Bianca Belair around the ringside area before getting back into the ring. Remember, DIY last week got a count-out victory. Of course, Johnny Gargano, the husband. Oh my God! Tope Suicida! Candice LeRae flattening Bianca Belair with that one. My God. We are at a count of 3. As I was saying, Johnny Gargano, the husband of Candice LeRae, he didn't care about getting a count-out win. So why would she? Bianca on her feet. Oh, look at the arrogance there. Maybe not even arrogance. Maybe it's just Bianca's way of saying, I'm about to whoop your ass. Oh, my God. Here we go. Candice is right there waiting. Hitting the ropes. Inverted Rana. She had Bianca scouted, going for the cover. 1, 2, no. Bianca Belair able to get the shoulder up. And Candice going right back on the attack with a knee to the side of the head. Gonna lock her in now. That Gargano escape. Ode to Johnny. Trying to tap Bianca out, and she does! Bianca taps out, and your winner is Candice LeRae. Oh my God, Becky Lynch! Wait a minute! Becky is here, and they're staring off. I don't think we're finished. Not by a long shot.
Kiefer Green, #1, Rockin' Roller Motherfucker.
Next week on ECW Hardcore Hotline Episode 4, the ECW World Television Championship Tournament opening round is coming to a close, as we'll have the Mad King, Eddie Kingston, battling Nick Wayne, and following that, we'll have Noam Dar battling Wesley in opening round tournament competition. Following that, singles action will take place as Cora Jade goes one-on-one with Gigi Dolan. And after that, who will join DIY in that ECW World Tag Team Championship 4-team ladder match? We'll find out in a qualifying match as Best Friends battle Catch Point. Following that, though, we'll see a first time ever singles match as Becky Lynch goes one-on-one with Dakota Kai. And what will Seth do? Seth Rollins will answer Swerve Strickland next week on episode 4 of ECW Hardcore Hotline. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps out the channel tremendously.
Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm deaf? What about blind? Do you think I'm blind? I see everything, and I hear everything. All the chatter in the back about when I'm going to defend this championship. All the gossip about whether I'll be on Hardcore Hotline regularly. maybe I think you're stupid. If you honestly think I'd be competing every single week, you're an idiot. I'm your first ever ECW Women's World Champion. I entered at number 1 in a 10-woman gauntlet eliminator match, and I won. That means I defeated 9 other women in this division. So, what challenges are there for me? I don't see any. I don't see anyone worth my time, or the ECW Women's World Championship's time for that matter. I've defeated every woman so far who stepped into this company. So, Paul Heyman, here's my advice. Find someone. Find Mummy some true competition. Because everyone that has stepped up so far, they've been stepped on all the same. Go ahead, complain about it. Complain that I'm not going to defend this championship how you would. Newsflash, idiots. I'm the ECW Women's World Champion and you're not. That means I decide how I defend this championship. That means I decide who I defend this championship against. And that means I decide when I show up on ECW Hardcore Hotline. Don't worry though, Mami will be back in a few weeks. Dom Dom has his ECW World Television Championship semi-final tournament match soon. And Mummy will be ringside for it. Until then though, have fun, losers.
It is time for the main event of the evening. It is time for the dream match in the opening round of the ECW World Television Championship Tournament. It is time for Konosuke Takeshita to make his ECW debut, going one-on-one with Ricochet. It was last week that we heard from the one and only Ricochet, and he called his shot. He said that Konosuke Takeshita was the talk of the town these days, a talk that used to be about Ricochet, and he wants to prove that he is still one of the best in the world by going up against that man, arguably the best professional wrestler in the world today. Konosuke Takeshita, one of the best wrestlers in the world, but let's not sleep on King Ricochet at all. This man has done everything Takeshita has done. He just did it before Takeshita could. And now it is time for Ricochet to try and prove that he is still one of the best wrestlers in the world. There is no doubt about it in my mind. He is still one of the absolute best. The things that this man has done in this building alone in the ECW arena, you have to call him one of the best wrestlers in the world. Yes, that's right. When ECW went away, so many independent promotions ran in this building, like Dragon Gate USA, like Dragon Gate, like Evolve, and this man Ricochet was at the top of every single one of those shows. But now Konosuke Takeshita has raided the entire world in terms of star ratings. This man Konosuke Takeshita has had dream matches with Will Ospreay. It is time for the dream match we've all been waiting for. They lock up, and here we go. Konosuke Takeshita driving Ricochet down right away. Ricochet, though, quickly back to his feet, whipping Takeshita off, and it's a big drop kick, sends him into the ropes, but Takeshita diving, oh my God, dumping Ricochet, I should say, to the outside. Ricochet back into the ring now, but Takeshita is right there to grab him up. Who is going to advance on in the ECW World Television Championship tournament? Who is going to meet Daniel Garcia in the next round? Springboard drop kick, but it's Ricochet who's able to counter, only for Takeshita to roll out of the way. Tit for tat, these two men are going back to back, and a guillotine on the top rope, and that early in this matchup is going to take away from the wind of Ricochet. That's going to affect the breathing of that man, and Ricochet, a man that is known for the high flying, is certainly going to affect that offense. Oh my God, Takeshita now trying. They're going back and forth here, counter for counter in the early goings of this dream match. Ricochet now with a handful of Takeshita's hair, but Takeshita quickly throwing those elbows to the ribs of Ricochet. Ricochet not able to get him set up for what he was looking for there. Oh my God, and now he just got dropped on that knee, going for the cover. A count of one only. Ricochet on his feet, but it's Takeshita who grabs him up, whipping him off, charging in. Big line in the corner, and a big sliding forearm after. Oh my God. Ricochet might not know where he is right now, but he's inside of the ECW arena, fighting to advance on in the ECW World Television Championship tournament, fighting against one of the best wrestlers in the world today, Konosuke Takeshita, and Takeshita is just lighting up Ricochet. He clearly had a game plan coming into this one, but Ricochet battling back now, trying to show why he is still one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. What a kick to the leg there. And Ricochet now locking up Takeshita, trying to slow the pace down, but it's Takeshita quickly going to move that ankle right from behind his neck to free the hold. Oh, charging in. He has him hooked, whipping him off now. Drop down, get your eagle on. Going behind, German suplex, spiking Ricochet on his neck, and Ricochet is down now. Takeshita Tope! God, hello! And he didn't get all of it, but he got just enough to drop Ricochet there. Oh my God, and just a shot to the ribs and then a kick to the back of the head. Takeshita now getting back into the ring after landing hard on the outside, taking a moment there to breathe. Oh, Ricochet getting back into the ring, and Takeshita fired up. Ricochet back into the ring. Takeshita going to grab him up, taking him to that corner. Oh my God, a thunderous chop. Ricochet with the block though, and Ricochet firing off. Nice neck breaker. Ricochet trying to stay alive in this one. Drop kick to the back of the head, connects there. Ricochet going right after Takeshita, showing he is still. No. Backslide driver, but it's Takeshita. Oh my God. Takeshita kept up to his feet as Ricochet was lunging for the middle rope, which caused Ricochet not able to connect with that springboard moonsault the way you would have if Takeshita would have stayed down. And Takeshita now taking that opportunity to get back into control here, going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Ricochet staying alive for now. Oh, Takeshita lifting Ricochet up. Oh, taking him down with that jaw breaker, that neck breaker there. Kick to the abdomen. And it's Takeshita who's got a hand on, a foot on the hand, I should say, before kicking at that arm. Takeshita, oh my God. Those kicks are so vicious. Grabbing at that leg, just drives it over. A foot gonna push right into that thigh region of Ricochet. Oh, he's going to the outside. Takeshita! Tope! God, hello! And again, he has taken Ricochet down. Oh my God. But again, Takeshita hit hard on the outside. He doesn't give a damn though. Takeshita is lighting him up, but Ricochet battling back here. with strikes there, lifting him up. Has the legs hooked, drives him down. Oh my God, you're on the outside of the ring though. Referee at a count of 4. Ricochet getting into the ring. We're at a count of 5. Ricochet, wait a minute! Springboard shooting star press! Oh my God! Ricochet taking down Takeshita now. Referee at a count of 3 has the arm stomping on it as well. We're at a count of 4. A count of 5. Ricochet back into the ring at a count of 6. He's going to the top rope, calling for Takeshita to get to his feet. Ricochet off the top, crossbody. The King of Flight lighting up the ECW arena yet again in his career. He has had some of his best matches in this building, and this is certainly getting added to the list as Ricochet hits a forearm there on Konosuke Takeshita. Lifting Takeshita to his feet, pulling him in, and it's a snap suplex that drives Takeshita down. Ricochet here, stalking Takeshita in the corner. Gonna grab him up and just working on that arm now. Oh my God. Still has him in the corner though. Lifting him high up above. Moving the legs out. What could Ricochet be looking for here? Oh my God, what is he looking for? Going all the way up. Oh my God, Spanish Fly connects. You hear this, Philly crowd? This is awesome. Ricochet springboard moonsault from the top. Going for the cover. 1, no! Takeshita with a kick out at 1. Ricochet pulling him in. Gonna whip Takeshita off here. Drop down, get your eagle on. Big kick sending Takeshita back. Ricochet following it up. Whips him off. Coming in hot. Rolls over the back. Rolls through. Oh my God, what a head scissors. Both men drop kick. Stop it. Look at Chris Boschneck. Look like an ostrich. And Takeshita is down. Ricochet now going all the way up. Could he be looking for it here? Oh, no way. Double moonsault! Cover, but it's a rope break for Takeshita. Oh my God, when's the last time Ricochet broke out a double fucking moonsault? Excuse my language. Takeshita now, big chop, big forearm, chop, forearm, chop, forearm, chop, forearm. Going for the cover, but it's Ricochet's bottom foot under the bottom rope. 2, no, Ricochet able to kick out. This match has been unbelievable. Oh, Takeshita slowing the pace down, however. Grabbing at the legs, turning him around now. Takeshita pulling Ricochet to the middle of the ring. What could he be looking for here? Kick to the back. Takeshita lifting him up. Has him hooked. Oh my God, that's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Konosuke Takeshita, your winner and advancing on. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. But look at that. That is sportsmanship, ladies and gentlemen. These two men just gave it everything they had. What an episode here tonight.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go.